different tonight.
Wait.
By any other name, she still looks like Rose.
Here we go.
That was sweet, Charlie.
Thank you.
We are live streaming here.
I would say Rose is showing dogged determination.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat
Hello
Shalom.
to you all. Shabbat Shalom. We are now live streaming. So we just want to let everybody know that before we begin. And it is just wonderful to see you here on in our Zoom, sacred Zoom room. And we say a special welcome to those on Facebook and on our temple website and on YouTube and wherever you are watching. Good Shabbos to all. And we're going to begin with the words, Elech Hamda Libi. My heart took pleasure in these. Have mercy and do not vanish. These are words from Yidid Nefesh, a love song, a love poem to God. These things are what my heart desires. Have mercy and do not hide. Elech Hamda Libi, Chusana ve'al titalem. Elech Hamda, Hamda Libi, Chusana ve'al titalem. Elech Hamda, Hamda Libi, Chusana ve'al titalem. Chusana ve'al natitalem. Elech Hamda, Hamda Libi, Chusana ve'al natitalem. Elech Hamda Libi, Chusana ve'al natitalem. Elech Hamda, Hamda Libi, Chusana ve'al natitalem. Elech Hamda, Hamda Libi, Chusana ve'al natitalem. Elech Hamda Libi, Chusana ve'al natitalem. Elech Hamda, Hamda Libi, Chusana ve'al natitalem. Elech Hamda, Hamda Libi, Chusana ve'al natitalem.
How beautiful to start our service singing about these are the things my heart desires. Can you all hear me? This is my weekly. Can you all hear me? And you promise you're going to go like this if you can't hear me because my, earphones switch on and off and I have no idea why. All right. As long as I know we're all working on the same team together. Great. Well, how beautiful to start our words, our service singing about that which our heart desires, because in this week's Parsha, and in our time right now, we sing and learn and chant about what we need. I think right now, more than ever, many of us find ourselves in need of the sense of sanctuary, of safety and wholeness and holiness and connection. And so I want to ask you to do yourself a little favor, do me a little favor, and close your eyes if you're comfortable. Think about when I say the word sanctuary, when I hear that idea planted and I'm not looking at the little Zoom boxes in front of me, but when I When I hear the word sanctuary, what images, what ideas, what emotions take over your mind and your body? Because this week in our Torah portion, we are in fact building a Jewish sanctuary. And in this parsha, it suggests that sanctuaries are places that we can build. In Exodus 25, we read, "The Eternal spoke to Moses, saying, 'Tell the Israelite people to bring me gifts. You shall accept gifts for me from every person whose heart so moves them. And these are the gifts that you shall accept: gold and silver and copper, blue, purple, and crimson yarns, fine linen, goat's hairs, tanned ram skins, dolphin skins.'" There's always a very smart through fifth grader who says dolphin skins in the middle of the desert. Dolphin skins, acacia wood, oil for lighting, spices for anointing, oil, and the aromatic incense, lapis lazuli, and other beautiful stones for setting. And with all of this, have them make me a sanctuary that I may dwell among them. Now, part of this verse in which a place of beauty and safety and being set apart is built by a community, part of this I could imagine to read right now would feel a little bit like a tease when we are missing our sanctuary so profoundly. Perhaps more now that we are edging up on a year out of it. And so when I asked you to close your eyes and picture the sanctuary, I wonder, did you picture the place our community built for prayer and reflection? Did you picture this little Zoom screen in front of you? Did you picture your favorite walk in the woods or your couch with a cup of coffee? What did you picture when you hear the term sanctuary? Because in this week's Parsha, we are offered the vision of sanctuary as place. But in our Torah, we are offered a much broader view of what it means to have a sanctuary. The first sanctuary that is offered, the first aspect of holiness and being set aside, is found in Genesis 2:2. On the seventh day, God finished the work that God has been doing, and God ceased on the seventh day from the work that God had done. And God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, because on it God ceased from all the work of creation that God has done. The first sanctuary that people are offered in our Torah is a sanctuary in time. It's a sense of the stopping of the ceaselessness. It's a sense that there is pause and reflection. Then in Exodus 19, we're offered a second version of sanctuary when God offers the Torah to the people of Israel and says to them, "You shall be to me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation." God's self finds sanctuary in a relationship with people. And so the Torah seems to say time is one place where you can find holiness. Relationships and connection, community are another. And in this week, only now in this week, having been offered time, having been offered connection and community, only then is the sanctuary of a place offered. Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel, in his incredibly beautiful book, The Sabbath, notes that the sanctity of time came first, the sanctity of peoplehood came second, and the sanctity of space came third. Time was hallowed by God. Relationships hallowed the connection between, and space, the tabernacle, was consecrated by Moses. The Torah offers that there are multiple paths, multiple ways, multiple forms of sanctuary available to us. There is time, there is community, and there is space. And maybe that teaching comes for moments just such as this, when we are in exile from our sanctuary, because much of the Torah was written in exile. Maybe there was an awareness by the authors that at different times we would have access to different pathways to sanctuary, but that there would always be the need for the sense of security and holiness that is wrapped up in this term. For the Torah, a sanctuary could be offered in time, in connection, or in space. Where do you find pathways to sanctity? Where is your sanctuary? Can you broaden the definition in this week ahead? Can you find those sanctuaries which have supported you and offer gratitude to them? And can you dust off some versions of sanctuary that haven't been touched in a while and see if they are useful to you? If so, I think we are living the Torah's truth that there are many places, many ways, many moments and communities, many connections that make for holiness. King Yehi Ratzon, may it be so in this week. May we light these candles of Shabbat with a prayer that the light in the Zoom screens, the light on this screen, offer us a new and creative pathway to sanctuary.
Amen. Yasher koach. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlek ner shel Shabbat. And with that beautiful invitation to find our sanctuaries tonight, our places of peace and shelter, I know that we send our prayers out to our fellow Texans and people from Oklahoma and all throughout the South who have had their sanctuaries in such terrible shape this week. And I know many of us have relatives and friends who live in the South and in Texas and in Oklahoma and all of those states that are suffering. And so just tonight also just a special holding in our hearts of those who are so in need of sanctuary tonight. And let us gather our spiritual selves, our spiritual energies together on this Shabbos, saying how good it is to be together. Hine ma tov shevet achim gam yachad, hine ma tov umanayim, hine ma tov shevet achim gam yachad, hine ma tov umanayim. So if we cannot be seeing each other's faces in real time in the sanctuary and hearing each other's voices, the second best thing is seeing the slides that Dan Lieber puts together on Friday nights. The endless surprise of what's going to be and how it deepens our prayer together, how it deepens our time. And it makes me think, Shiru Ladonai, Shiru Shir Chadash, this beautiful psalm we sing on Friday nights. We have to keep singing a new song during this time. And Dan helps us do that every Friday night with so much gratitude. So sing out a new song. What do you need tonight? What kind of melody do you need? What maybe you need to dance? Let's sing it out, everyone. Shiru Ladonai, Shiru Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol haaretz, Shiru Ladonai, Baruchu Shemo, Basaru miyom liyom Yeshuato, Shiru Ladonai, Shiru Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol haaretz, Shiru Ladonai, Baruchu Shemo, Basaru miyom liyom Yeshuato, Shiru Ladonai, Shiru Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol haaretz, Shiru Ladonai, Baruchu Shemo, Basaru miyom liyom Yeshuato, Basaru miyom liyom Yeshuato. Come, friends, let us greet this Shabbat together, this snowy, white, quiet Shabbat. Let us greet this. Let us make the space for it. Shabbat as a sanctuary. So much gratitude that we can do this together. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekavela. O lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekavela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad hishmi'anu el hamiyuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad L'shem u'tiferet v'litila O lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekavela O lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekavela likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki mekor habaracha merosh mikedem nesucha sof ma'aseh v'machshav achila olecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekavela Olecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekavela Hit orari Ori, 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 Shir Daberi, Kivod Adonai Alaich Nigla, Olecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Pene Shabbat Mekabela, Olecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Pene Shabbat Mekabela. Bo'i v'shalom ateret bala, gam v'simcha u'v'tzahola, toch emuneh am segula, bo'i kala, bo'i kala, olecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nikavela, olecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nikavela. And with that extra deep breath, with the knots and the struggles of the week hopefully slowly starting to disappear, we enter into our Ma'ariv service, into our evening service. And with great joy, we invite Rose Lieber to unmute herself and lead us in the Chatzi Kaddish.
Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah Be'alma devarahu v'yamlich malchutei v'chayi echon uvyom echon uvayedechol Beit Yisrael Bagala Bagala uvizman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevara Le'alam Me'yomaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitalel V'yitalal Shemei Jekutcha Brehu Le'elam Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tush bechata v'nechemata ta'amiran ba'alma v'imru Amen.
Just so beautiful. And just one more Shabbat. Rose, this is your last Shabbat before becoming Bat Mitzvah. I'm so glad you are here with us tonight, leading us so beautifully. And of course, one day you'll be able to do that in the sanctuary with the sound of everyone's voice around you and supporting you. And we will look forward to that day as well. And we turn to the Baruch Hu, dear one. Let us find that light in our souls. Let us find our way to those sanctuaries. Baruch Hu, dear one, Shekhinah, holy name. When I call on the light of my soul, I come home. Baruch Hu, dear one, Shekhinah, holy name. When I prayer before the Shema is Ahavat Olam, an unending love. And of course, love is a sanctuary as well. So may we find strength and connection and courage in the love in our lives, between us, within us, the love that we put out into the world. We are loved by an unending love. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love, an unending love. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love, an unending love. We are embraced by arms that find us, even when we are hidden from ourselves. We are touched by fingers that soothe us, even when we are too proud for soothing. We are counseled by voices that guide us, even when we are too embittered to hear. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love, an unending love. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love, an unending love. We are supported by hands that uplift us, even in the midst of a fall. We are urged on by eyes that meet us, even when we are too weak for meeting. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love, an unending love. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love, an unending love. Embraced, touched, soothed, and counseled. Ours are the arms, the fingers, the voices. Ours are the hands, the eyes, the smiles. We are loved by an unending love. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love, an unending love. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love, an unending love. ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. ברוך שם כבוד מלכותו לעולם ועד. We continue with the words of love, of action, of how we make this manifest in the world. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם al mezuzot beitecha uvish'arecha. Leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim lelohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem lelohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem. As I was listening to my cousins tell me about their time in the freak snow and cold in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and in Tulsa, Oklahoma, when their power came back on and when the water started to flow a little bit at least, I imagined they were jubilant, they were gleeful, they were so relieved, and I thought of Mi Chamocha. I thought that they were singing their song of heat and warmth and power and water and all that they need, unfreezing their water wells. And tonight I'm just hoping for that feeling of redemption, for that joy of crossing over. Ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la ya la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la ya la, ya la 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 la. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osef ele, nora tehilot osef ele. Who is like you, Adonai? Tonight's Hashkivenu prayer, we ask for sanctuary, we ask for safety. We ask that all on this planet can go to bed in safety and to wake up to life renewed. And this is a prayer we ask every Shabbat. May there be safety. And tonight we're going to focus on one line of Hashkivenu, Ufros Aleinu Sukat Shalomecha, with Rabbi Cari's beautiful words still ringing in our ears and our hearts. Spread over us a shelter of peace. Ufros Aleinu Sukat Shlomecha. Ufros Aleinu Sukat Shlomecha. Yai rai 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 rai. Yai rai rai rai. Yai rai rai rai. Yai rai 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 rai. Fros aleinu Sukkot, Sukkot, Shlomecha. Let's take those words into the Amidah with us, finding our own space for prayer or reflection, for asking the questions that are burbling up in our lives. When we rise in body or in spirit, we'll do the first 3 brachot together, and then we'll take some time in silent reflection. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agidi latecha. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu ve'imoteinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim Ve'Konei Hakol Ve'Zocher Chasdei Avot Ve'imahot U'Mevi Geula Livnei V'neihem Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen Baruch Atah Adonai Magen Avraham ve'ezarat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, mechaye hakol atah rav lehoshia. Mechalkel chayim bechesed, mechaye hakol berachamim rabim. Somech noflim ve'rofeh cholim. Umatir asurim umekayem emunato lishenei afar michamocha ba'al gevurot umidam elach melech memit umechaye umatzmiach Yeshua V'ne'eman ata lahachayot hakol. Baruch ata Adonai mechaye hakol. Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh u'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalalucha selah. Baruch ata Adonai ha'el hakadosh. Psalm 59, a psalm of strength. I will sing your strength. Sing each morning your loving kindness, for you have been my haven and my refuge in my time of trouble. To you I will sing my strength. Va'ani ashir uzecha va'aranen laboker chasdecha ki hayita miskavli umanos beyom sarli va'ani ashir uzecha va'aranen laboker chasdecha ki hayita miskavli umanos beyom sarli uzi elecha azamera azamera uzi elecha azamera azamera va'ani ashir uzecha va'aranen laboker chasdecha ki hayita miskavli umanos beyom sarli uzi elecha azamera azamera uzi elecha azamera azamera uzi elecha azamera azamera uzi elecha azamera azamera va'ani ashir uzecha va'aranen laboker chasdecha ki hayita miskavli umanos beyom sarli.
We offer our voices, our prayers, our song now to those members of our community who are in need of strength, of healing, of wholeness and hope. We turn to the Misha Berach, the prayer, asking for healing, promising our loving care and attention to those who are in need of healing. If there is someone you are praying for, somebody who you'd like to bring to the attention of our community, I invite you to use the chat function of the technology you are using to join us to share the names of those who you are praying for. Our community prays for Jeremy Harry, Beverly Weinberger, Erwin Lebo, Josh Harry, Eliyahu Yona Ben Rivka, Lynn Goldsmith, Jerry Mills, Jerry Kobe, Marion Feldman, Matt and Barbara Lunan, Vera Ventura, Bernice Moy, Colleen Berry, Alan Lee, Chris Lee, Wendy Fold, Russ Weiss, Michael Slonim, Charles Macia and his family, Paula Kravitz, Robbie Tovey, Sonia Marks, Michelle Perkins, Judy Angel, I apologize, Jean Borowski, Andy A., Leah and Patrick Young, Arlene Ponte, Jeff Alexander, Alan and Joanne Travis, Fiona Sutton, Jeanette DeMarco, Ayana Masla, Marla Weiner, Nelson Lovins, Jill and Louis Landsberg, Joyce Bean, Kristen Geffen, Norman and Fran Waxler, Sue Boardman, Angela Panzone, Linda and Fred Lukasik, Nancy Alpert, Cheryl Ruxin, Peter Nichols, Lester Siegel, Ed Snow, Emma Watkins, Izzy Morse, the Mortel family, Janice Weisenfeld, Sandy Samuels, Joel Seiner, Rosalind Hoffman, Joel Meeks, Judy Planchin, Bernice Hutzler-Stein, Debbie Gilman, Neil Daniels Midman, Abraham Lyon, Ron and Patty Shepard, Mary Jane Gendro, Jennifer Chase, Ellen Lee, Judy Donaldson, Rabbi David Nelson, Jeff Bray, Arlene Edelson, Vicki Oman, Melissa Martin and her daughter Cassie, Ken Blumberg, Jimmy Krasner, Asher Guy Ben Chava Vaher Shmuel, Justin and Jen Alexander, Gladys Schuker, Claude Lieber, Nancy Lazaro Lieber, Bob Friedman, Kathy Nath, and Mason Lee.
Mi sheberach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak veYaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah Hu yevarech v'yirapeh et hacholim Elna Rifana Elna Rifana la Elna Rifana Elna Rifana Mi sheberach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak veYaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah Hu yevarech v'yirapeh et hacholim. And we continue still in the Amidah, a prayer for love, for connection by another prophet, another wise man, James Taylor. I love this song, Shower the People You Love with Love. Sanctuary in the relationships we have, a renewable source, love. Sing this out as robustly as you can. You can play the game, you can act out the part, though you know it wasn't written for you. Tell me how you're gonna stand there with your broken heart, ashamed of playing the fool. One thing can lead to another. It doesn't take any sacrifice. Oh, father and mother, sister and brother, if it feels nice, don't think twice. You just shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna work out fine if you only will. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. And things are gonna be much better if you only will. You can run, but you cannot hide. This is widely known. So tell me what you plan to do with your foolish pride when you're all by yourself alone. Once you tell somebody the way that you feel, you can feel it beginning to ease. I think it's true what they say about the squeaky wheel, always getting the grease. Better to shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna work out fine if you only will. What I'd like to do to you is shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. So with those words, we turn now to Mourner's Kaddish, remembering those who came before us. The way we were showered with love by them, the way we keep their love alive in the world with us today in our memory. And in this week, we are remembering Alan Jacobs, beloved brother of Malcolm Jacobs. And invite you, of course, to put the people you're thinking of in the chats, in the various chats available, or to just hold them very close in your heart. And in this time of Shloshim, the 30 days, we are remembering Rick Lane, skilled healer, beautiful healer, and beloved husband of Zarita Arujo Lane, and the fabulous father of Liana, Karina, and Cassia, and friend to so many. Remembering Lucille Atlas, Joan Atlas's mother, Gail Tregor, and Cyril Hochberg. We're also remembering Jack Langerman, nephew of Tony Langerman. The Yortzites for this week: Jean Cohen, Beth Solzberg's grandmother, Dennis Sokol, beloved husband of Karen Sokol, and also remembering Karen Sokol's father-in-law, Nathan Sokoletsky. Remembering Lynn Helfand's father, Zolman Helfand, David Kling's father, Arthur Kling. Remembering Kathy Stein, Ida Silver, Sharon Solomon's cousin. Remembering Marcy Terrio's beloved brother, Bruce Abramson. Remembering Allie Jessup and Robert Echt, beloved father of Linda Echt. And in this year of remembering Billy Mortel, Helen Krancer, Myra Perez, Ida Burshad, Jim Medford, Jerry Sachs, and Shirley Siegel.
We turn our words to the tradition, asking to be held and hold each other in this time of memory. I invite you to rise in body or in spirit. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah. Ve'alma divra chirute ve'amlich malchute. B'chayechon uvyomechon uvchaye dechol Beit Yisrael. Ba'gala uvizman kari v'imru. Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach leolam u'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Damiram be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min shamaya. V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru. Amen. May the source of all, the one who makes peace in the heavens, make peace for us, for all the earth, and let us say, Amen.
Amen. Zichronam livracha. And before we conclude, just a few announcements. Torah study at 10:30 tomorrow morning. Pirkei Avot class with Rabbi Cari is at 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. We have a Makom Shalom meditation at 5 p.m. It wasn't put in Thursday's update, but it's at 5 with Robin Vogel. And on Sunday morning at 9:30, a virtual Israel tour with Uri Feinberg, one of the tour guides on our last trip to Israel. And that's at 9:30 on Sunday morning. It's one of 2 virtual tours that will be made available to us. And we conclude this Shabbat service singing the words from this week's Torah portion, verse 8 of Exodus 25. V'asuli mikdash v'shachanti b'tocham. Build me a sanctuary, and I will dwell amongst you. I will dwell within you. Let's start with the Hebrew. Ve'asuli mikdash v'shachanti b'tocham ve'asuli mikdash v'shachanti b'tocham. And I love that our sanctuary, our synagogue building is on this slide. Thank you, Dan, for that. May we find sanctuary within ourselves. May we find it outside of ourselves. May we find it with each other, with our families, with our friends. Adonai, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, and in thanksgiving I'll be a living sanctuary. All right, let's add in those harmonies. Adonai, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, and in thanksgiving I'll be a living sanctuary. Shachanti betocham ve'asuli mikdash ve'shachanti the sweetest Shabbat Shalom to you all. If you'd like to stay and hang out in this Zoom room, we'll have a short oneg right now. So if you're on FaceTime or on the Temple website or YouTube, come on and join us on the service Zoom link. We'll be hanging out here. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.